And welcome inside the Edward Jones Chatting Cage. Matt Yaloff here with Brent Suter of the Milwaukee Brewers. And, you know, usually when we say welcome inside, we're talking to somebody at a ballpark. But
right.
Today, literally, welcome inside. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm great. Yeah, I'm great. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, well, this show is about the fan. They can get in touch on Twitter, on video call, and it's a nice opportunity to talk to a big leaguer. Mm-hmm. Before we get to them and before we get to Earth Day 2019, which you're very involved in, tell me about recovering from Tommy John.
Yeah, luckily my rehab process has been really smooth so far. I've had no setbacks, and I'm starting to throw off a mound here in about 3-4 weeks. So the volume's been pushed up this last week, and it's responding well. So looking for hopefully a July, August comeback.
All right, that would be great because it looks like your team is certainly going to be there in the running for the postseason, and that would be great for you. A video caller is checking in right now. So hello, welcome to the show, and tell us your name and what you'd like to know.
Hi, my name is Shannon, and just have a quick question. I'm the mom of 2 boys who are passionate about baseball, like many young boys. Mm-hmm. So what kind of advice can you give to kids whose dream it is to make it in the MLB?
Hi, Shannon. That's a great question. One thing I did that I'm really glad I did was play multiple sports throughout my childhood. If you focus just on baseball, you might get burnout or might like overuse injury type thing, but playing a variety of sports when I was younger really helped kind of create some athleticism in different ways, different movements, and it also became like baseball was that much more fun because when it came baseball time, it was always my favorite sport, and then when I changed from basketball to baseball, it was like always something to really look forward to. So I'd encourage them to play multiple sports and just have fun with it, have the game be as fun as they can possibly make it as long as they can.
Yeah, I agree with you on the fun part. If you're not having fun, what are you doing?
Right.
You got to have fun.
Right.
Okay, Earth Day 2019. You're very involved. I was reading about it. I didn't realize that Earth Day has been around for 50 years.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Tell me about how you're involved on a team level and a league level.
Yeah, sure. So as a team, the Brewers, we launched this campaign, Strike Out Waste, this year, where we tried to get everybody who was committed to using a reusable bottle, a free reusable bottle, and trying to get them to use it in the dugout and the clubhouse and all that. And we ended up saving a good amount of plastic bottle waste, at least in spring training. I don't have any numbers for how the season's going, but we saved about 10 cases of water bottles every day in spring training, which was a good start. And we got all biodegradable Tupperware or to-go plates instead of the styrofoam, which was a big step because styrofoam never biodegrades, but this biodegradable stuff that certainly does. And as a team, we have a garden that we run. We're probably going to get LED lights here in a little bit. There's reusable water stations throughout the Miller Park and throughout spring training, which was great. And as a MLB is doing a lot. Last year, 20,000 tons of waste was diverted from landfills into recyclables and compost bins, so that was a big step. Tons of teams, 12 teams are using LED lights, which is much better for the energy use. A bunch of teams are using gardening, using their own gardens to help with concession stands, and the Nationals are actually going 100% compost with their the concession ware, the Tupperware, and the cups. Everything's being composted. So
and I think it's important. You have the bottle there. Show it to us. And you handed this out to the guys on your team.
Yeah.
And how did they take to it?
Yeah, the Zula Athletic ball is just my favorite. One, it pops open like that, so I figured guys would like it because it's just you can get out of the dugout and just open it really quickly, and it's big enough area to fill it. The teammates were great. They were really enthused about it. They said, yeah, sure, I'll do one, and a lot of them have really stuck with the commitment and been saving a lot of waste. But it's a joke in the clubhouse that are you striking out waste today or not if you use the bottle, but it's good. And
the shirt has half an Earth and half a baseball. Can people at home get that shirt?
Yes, absolutely. We just launched it today. It's at athletes.vip. It's an Earth Day shirt, strikeout waste shirt, if you will, and all the proceeds go to Milwaukee's Urban Ecology Center, which is a great, it has 3 facility locations in Milwaukee where they take urban youth and take them there, do on like field trips, nature hikes, canoe trips, and all that, and to really get them in touch with nature. It's a great program.
You know, it's a great program, and what you're doing, I commend you. How do we beat a worldwide problem that seems so daunting that a lot of people they recycle? They say, "Yeah, I did my part." Is that enough?
Unfortunately, it's really not. But that's not to say every little bit doesn't help. So every little bit in terms of using reusable water bottles, using reusable grocery bags, eating organic, locally grown food is huge. Eating less meat. Turn off the lights when you leave a room. Turn off the faucet when you're shaving or when you're done using it. So all these little things add up to having your environmental footprint be that much less. So, but we need to do more.
Yeah, and I think everybody needs to remember if they do their part, it will matter if everybody does theirs.
Right. Yeah. A good question I got asked was, okay, you're using these reusable water bottles. How is that going to make a difference because the plastic water bottles are still being made? Well, if we have a big enough effect, the demand of the plastics, the single-use plastics will go down, therefore the production will go down, therefore you really start seeing some change.
It's funny you mentioned the word production. Christian Yelich, right now, your teammate, is putting on a show and making history in the process. What do you make of what you see?
It's really, when we got him, it was kind of what the front office and what a lot of us teammates were envisioning happening with him. He is a great teammate, great guy, but what he's done on the baseball field is just absolutely amazing. He's really, since the last All-Star break, he's driven the ball with the air with such authority at all fields and pitches like sinkers in, taking them oppo, like all this amazing stuff. And it's just his bat path and his eyes and his hand-eye coordination is just that talented. It's very sustainable.
Yeah, and he's not the only one with power, by the way, because you went deep. And you went deep against a really good pitcher. We have video of that, of Suter's home run from 2018. I want you to walk me through this and your approach here against Corey Kluber.
Right. So it was the first pitch of the inning, which you're really not supposed to swing at. But for some reason, I just saw it up a little bit, and I just swung.
Look at you.
And I didn't feel it off the bat, which all the hitters told me it was a sign you might have gotten it. You might be going out. And I remember running around first base and seeing it go out, and like looking around, like, oh my gosh, like I was just on cloud nine, and really had to like rinse my face off for like a good 30 seconds just to get my heart rate down after that. It was so fun.
Okay, so that home run or the acrobatic play that you made for the out at first, we have video of that. We came prepared here.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
So the video of this, set this up and walk us through it.
Yeah, so day game against the Royals, this is the home run again, but the day game against the Royals, Gordon hit a little tapper on the right side, and I finished pretty significantly to my right a lot of the times, but for that time I was able to get my left foot down in time to get over there, made the play. Then I didn't know if I necessarily had to dive, but my momentum took me that way so much, and then I looked to first base and no one was there, so I was like, oh, we got to tag him out, and it knocked the wind right out of me.
That's very
but
cool.
It's fun.
Very cool. You are a new dad.
Yes.
And you have a son, and he is 6 months. I'm sorry. Big difference.
Right.
Very big. Because at 6, he's telling you what to do.
Exactly.
At 6 months, he's not. What's that like?
It's been amazing. I remember just seeing him, first meeting him in the delivery room was like just life changing. Your whole life focus goes from you to him, really pretty much in an instant. And
Sure.
He's really been an easy baby. He's been sleeping through the night great. He eats well. He has such a good temperament about it. He's a very joyful little kid, and he giggles all the time. And that's my favorite part of being a dad so far is just having him getting him the giggles. It's amazing. And he's the hit of our family for sure.
Hold on a second. You said he sleeps through the night?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me how. I got to write this down because I've never heard of that.
Yeah, we did this program, Taking Care of Babies. It's this really good sleep training program, and it's out of love, but like you just kind of let them cry it out sometimes, with just reassurance every now and then of just like, hey, I'm still here with you, but you got to teach yourself how to fall asleep, kind of just letting them teach themselves how to fall asleep, and it's been wonderful. It's been great.
Okay, now you're a Harvard guy.
Yep.
However, and I'm impressed, and I think everybody is, but your high school is more famous for baseball than Harvard. You went to Moeller in Cincy.
Yep.
High school of Ken Griffey Jr. and also another Hall of Famer, and that would be Barry Larkin.
Right.
So tell me about trying to play ball and living up to that in high school. That's impossible.
Right. No, yeah, you can't live up to it, but it was cool certainly trying to like see your name creep up on record books, or whenever you got close to like certain names of any obscure, it didn't matter if it was like single game hits or something, but like just seeing their names up there on the record books was really cool. And just Ken Griffey Jr. was my favorite player growing up, so being able to go to high school where he went to high school was just such an honor, and so cool to put on the same uni as he did. And yeah, it was a blast. Great coaches, great teammates were awesome. Such a good atmosphere to get better in.
Very cool. Harvard and your kid sleeps. I don't know. I'm doing something wrong, obviously. All right, lightning round. Here we go.
Yeah.
This is quick. It's
okay.
Lightning. Who was your childhood hero? I think we covered that.
Ken Griffey Jr. Yeah.
Okay. Finish the sentence. Christian Yelich is
amazing. MVP.
Hardest class at Harvard.
Second semester organic chemistry.
Why would you even bother? All right. Favorite MLB city to visit?
Cincinnati.
Okay, because you live there. Yeah, okay. The go-to room service meal.
Grilled cheese.
Really?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. Guilty pleasure.
I like surfing Twitter.
You do?
Or surfing the Wikipedia surfing, I'd say.
You kids are crazy. Hardest out in baseball.
Nolan Arenado for me.
Okay, I think probably a lot of people are on board with that. Favorite musician or band?
The Beatles.
Excellent. And what will you do when you're done playing ball?
I want to go into the environmental sector somehow, maybe environmental consultant or something like that, but some way to try to help the planet.
You are a rock star, my friend. It's great to see you. We can't wait to see you back on the field.
Thanks for having me.
Brent Suter inside the Edward Jones chatting cage. We hope to see him back on the field before the end of 2019. Thank you for taking part. Thank you for watching. I'm Matt Yaloff. I'll see you next time.